In today's video, we are comparing the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 with load times. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than the last video that I did with the comparisons because I'm using an external monitor to do this load time comparison. So last time you guys complained that I was a bit biased because the Xbox was on standby mode and the PlayStation 5 wasn't. That's why the times were a bit messed up. So today we're gonna go back, rewind it back, and redo this video because I believe in, if you make a mistake or if anyone sees anything, then we can just go back and retry again and see if we get it right the next time. So that's what we're gonna do today. So we're gonna start with the Xbox and then we're gonna move to the PlayStation and we're going to time our load times and see how we go. So let's get started. The monitor that I'm going to be using today is this Samsung monitor. So it's going to be really helpful because it's quite small and it's just going to help with the timing. Okay, so the Xbox Series X is here and it is unplugged. So you know for a fact there's no bias here. It is completely cold. So nothing will appear on the screen because it's still loading and this is a HDMI monitor. But I've got everything connected, including the controller. So it's now going, it's loading, and we have a connection. We have the HDMI connection. We just need to restart this controller, reconnect it, and we have it. There we go. So it's about 32 seconds to boot up the Xbox Series X from scratch. That's the quickest time that I could do this. That was a bit of a challenge because there was a bit of an issue with the HDMI monitor connecting to the Xbox Series X, but we managed to get it working. It takes about 32 seconds to boot up the Xbox Series X from scratch. So now that we have that knowledge, we can turn off the Xbox Series X and go from standby mode and load it up from there. Alright, so now it is on standby mode. So now we will time it in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, so how long will it take on standby mode? It only took about less than 4.9. So that was like 4.5. That was very, very quick. Alright, so now we can boot this up, loading the controller, and see how long it will take from there. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And that's it. It took about 3.6 seconds. Very, very quick using the controller on standby mode. As you can see, the Xbox Series X is very quick and it does take about 30 to 40 seconds to actually boot up originally, but once it's connected, it does not take that long to load anything. It's really amazing in terms of these load times. So now we can switch to the PlayStation 5 and see how long everything takes with the PlayStation 5. Alright, so we have the PlayStation 5 from scratch, cold, and what's great about the PlayStation 5 is it works very well with monitors. It will even turn on TVs from scratch. It does that a lot better than the Xbox Series X does that. That's for a fact. So now let's boot up this PlayStation 5 and see how long it will take in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, how long is this gonna take? We can hear a lot of fan noise. We've got the PlayStation 5 logo up. And including the controller, we've got to connect our PlayStation 5 controller. And we've got to log in. And that's it. It takes about 27 seconds, 27.9 seconds. So it is actually faster than the Xbox Series X to boot up the PlayStation 5. Now let's go from standby mode and see how long it will take from there. 3, 2, 1, and go. And that won't take too long to load. We just got to connect the controller, connect it up, and we are in about 14.46 seconds. Wow, that is very good. Very good timing. It's about half the amount of time as the original cold boot up. Alright, now let's try it with the DualSense controller. How long it'll take from there. 3, 2, 1, and go. Should not take that long. And we're in about 11 seconds on the PlayStation 5. That was very, very quick. There's all your facts and information, so we'll go back into Elden Ring and just see how long on the PlayStation 5 it takes to boot up a video game. So we're going to go for Elden Ring today, and we'll start this in 3, 2, 1, and go. Both should take relatively the same amount of time. And we're almost in there. I'm gonna say it takes about the exact same time. If it doesn't take the same time, I'll be very surprised. And it's loading up. We're gonna find out the game load time here. And we are back in about just under 40 seconds. Be interesting to see if the Xbox Series X has the exact same result. Let's delve right in and find out. Alright, so now let's find out how long it will take for Elden Ring to load on the Xbox Series X. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, we're at the loading screen. If this takes the same amount of time, it'll be interesting. We always get this message every time on the Xbox Series X. It says that there's an error with the something or whatever. Alright, we're at the load screen. Yep. This is fun. Is it going to take a bit quicker? I don't know. This is booting up from scratch. Whoa! I think it's a bit slower than the PlayStation. I was a bit slower than the PlayStation. Because I think there was an issue with actually loading up the game there, which I always have with the Xbox Series X. If you guys know how to fix that, let me know. But that actually took 43 seconds, almost 44 seconds for it to load. So technically, the PlayStation 5 was actually quicker than the Xbox Series X there. Alright, so overall, I hope that you guys got something out of this video, that you learned that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X has different load times in terms of their video games. And I hope that this video sort of rectifies a little bit of the last video that I did with the loading times, and we did some cold boot ups instead of just on standby mode, and we compared the two together properly. So hopefully you like this video and it was very educational. I'll see you guys next time on the next video.